all about techniques, methods, mathematics, although I don't want to lay heavy stress on mathematics, but still there is a mathematical way of thinking. And then, so I decided that we should have a project that is real life project at Bennett. And I asked the students to go and start talking to people and see how they can configure a Six Sigma project. So one of the groups went out to this department in Bennett, operations, which deals with building constructions and repairs and etc. etc. And through the interviews, they understood so much about Six Sigma, about the people, the information, the processes, how processes can be streamlined, and they simply went about applying those techniques. The techniques were applied to real life situations, and so there was an echo between real life situation and the technique, and students felt very good about it. They produced a wonderful report. Now this is a batch of students who really haven't done this thing before. And then the students started driving the course, students started driving the whole project. When I asked them to come on Saturday or Sunday, 7:30 a.m. in the morning, all of them were there. Okay, no absenteeism. So that's one example of how you can bring a subject into their lives and generate the interest. Let me give you another example. So I was teaching another course on human interpersonal dynamics. That's what I call it. It's basically reading people. It integrates the concepts of psychology and conflicts and bargaining and negotiation into kind of a coursework where you help students understand people, look at people. Now this course as a course, it really didn't exist. It's not taught in IIMs, so it required students to do a lot of reading, and I could see that they were reading, but they were getting bored because these 40-page papers, academic papers, are not easily written. So I switched to a mode of doing role plays, and we did impromptu role plays. Impromptu in the sense I designed them probably 15 minutes to go for the class. If I have to illustrate the concept of a positive stroke and negative stroke in human interpersonal transactions, we would just do an impromptu role play, me and my students together, and rest of the students were simply asked one question: what did you see? How do you interpret? And that generated so much discussion in the classroom, much more than what I would have expected. Ultimately, people were discussing and I was not part of the discussions. They were discussing among themselves. Now that's what I call bringing students into the classroom.